God, look at me. That's too much. I don't know if people paid for that. I'm going to put a pillow on my lap. I'm just going to sit like this, like...
Then it's almost like you're...
That just kind of looks like you're hiding something now.
Like you're hiding a boner.
I am.
Oh my God.
I should... are we recording? Out of there?
Oh, yeah.
And down there?
Hi, welcome to the Hose Down. Let's hoe down with some hose downs.
It's after show time.
It's the after show.
Yeah.
Yep.
I love that.
Producer?
This has been, it's been coming. It's like been like 2 weeks coming, and I have nothing prepared.
Yes.
I guess like behind the scenes stuff. Right before we started recording, Gabby was like at me about justifying my edits.
Only because, buddy, you did bring up a really good point.
Yeah.
And see, we're such all good friends, and a part of me is just like, am I an asshole if I like say something like that? Like, I didn't want to be like an asshole being like, I fucking hated those edits. No, but I think they're really good. I really do think. But a part of me, because I was like, reality show, but you did bring up a good point of like,
it's a pop culture show, and I think that because there's so many different types of people that watch reality shows, that. You know, and my humor was really informed by the show Mystery Science Theater 3000, which they're the kings of making a joke that's for one person in the audience.
Yes.
Tomorrow we begin thinking of the creature's destruction.
Right now I'm thinking of MD 2020. It's the wine of the century, you know.
And so I think there's so many different types of people that watch reality shows. I'm fine with throwing in other pop culture things that just I get reminded of while I'm like watching and listening to the episodes. And so I always think it's fine to throw in even the deepest of cuts just to mix it up because... Yeah, it's already so reality show heavy. Yeah. I think it'd be weird to like only be referencing other reality shows that would start to like eat itself.
Which is like really good because
like a hydra eating its own ass, like you said yesterday.
Yeah. So P&A references here.
Yeah. Josh, are you trying to hide a boner or something? What are you doing?
No,
like,
you're getting a little intense, buddy.
I do have like a tent in the pants going on, but I felt the pillow was like too much, like it was a what is it, like a group therapy session.
Fuck you! Fuck you!
Like hugging the pillow. I was like,
this is our group therapy session. Listen, we can't afford insurance for everybody. This is our group therapy session.
Yeah.
Everybody tell me how they feel.
All that talk about the sex soup really upset me. So I need to get it out.
Yeah. Listen, I'm still recovering from the swan.
Girl.
That was so brutal. I was so glad to let you guys take multiple breaks on that one, and then we went out back. I was trying to tell funny stories. I was like, I need to bring the mood back up.
Honestly,
because the next day was sacrificed on the altar of mental health. Like
I was like, God, like going through that, and even like going through some parts of Jersey Shore, like when you break down stuff like this, you really think about it. So like, that's why I didn't want to cover Ron and Sam's big fight that they had in season 3 because we just did an episode of like Jersey Shore and shit.
Yeah, I think and this will be on the Jersey Shore episode when people watch. Yeah, this will be kind of tacked on at the end. But yeah, I agree with you that it's like we want to have fun here, and it's like. And then how serious do you want to get? Yeah. So like, getting into this like clearly abusive fight, it's like, okay.
It's insane. Like this guy, like literally, he like threw out all of her stuff. He broke her hairdryer. He broke her glasses. God. Everything. She hits him. Yeah. Which is not all right. Like just out of the blue. Like I'm always like, they were like, oh, you got to defend yourself and stuff like that. And you know, if someone's, you know, it's such a fucked up thing. Yeah. And so I'm like, I'm putting on, I got my hood up, I have my hat on, and I'm like, I'm in my safe zone right now.
Yeah.
So did you guys play the clip of her saying, "Are you friends?" or whatever the fuck?
No, we didn't.
Okay,
because
good.
it was
we
just
Cheyenne saying it 1,000 times.
Friends with her?
Are you friends with her? Cheyenne does an amazing.
That was a fantastic Jersey Shore accent, which I just brutalized. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, all the folders that I've been putting for this episode, I've spelt it Jorsey. Yeah.
It's been insane, and honestly, like, it was kind of hard, like, choosing what to watch, because, like, I was like, these are all good episodes to watch, and it was just like, I'm trying to find stuff that will fit, especially in our, like, hour and 15, hour and 30, like...
Yeah, because what is it, 6 seasons?
6
and we
seasons,
only touched on 4 of them.
Yeah.
Dylan, and even then, like, barely.
Yes, son, you had your hand up. What would you
guys make your Jersey Shore name? Because you got situation, you got...
Trash Rat. I'm already Trash Rat. I don't think...
You can find him on the pier. Just, like, rifling through trash.
Yep.
Selling crack.
Jesus.
Whoa. Okay. I wouldn't go that far. Oh God. GWOW? I don't know. I'm not that. GWOW.
Gibbs.
Actually, that is my nickname.
Yeah.
For Gibbs is my nickname. That
Gibby D.
Gibby D. Gibby D.
There we go. We figured it out.
Actually, my Blue Sky handle is Gibbs Hilly D.
There you go.
There we go. Gibbs Hilly D. Yeah, that was a nickname my ex-friend
and then we got
gave me.
Westy, yeah.
What would Cheyenne's be?
Cheyenne.
Yeah.
My favorite was Cheyenne was like...
Chi-Town.
Chi-Town. There we go. Yeah. My favorite thing, though, was Cheyenne being like, yeah, I'm the one who fights, and then her proceeding to, like, not do a proper punch. Anyway, maybe she was just avoiding the mic. I'll give her the benefit of the doubt.
Hopefully, yeah.
It's true though. Like, she is like the one who like is immediately on your side. Whoever she's with, she's on your side now.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, you need someone extremely loyal like that.
Yeah.
Well, after we finished the last episode, the Temptation Island one, she was crouched over in the corner doing her hair because she had to go to a brunch, and she looked up the like pictures of your ex-husband's new girlfriend, and just there was like a long pause of just her looking at her phone for like 15 seconds, and it was all silence, and then she was like, I fucking hate her.
Yeah.
So
the validation I needed, honestly.
Yeah. Oh my God. Dylan, what's your
My Jersey Shore nickname?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Dilly J?
Dill pickle. Baby Dill.
Baby Dill.
Oh, Baby Dill.
Baby
Baby Dill. I was gonna say Jonesy was another one I thought of.
But that's more of like a hockey nickname.
That is,
Jonesy.
yeah.
Jonesy sounds like the first guy who dies in a horror movie.
Yeah.
Jonesy is a Letterkenny character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. What about you, Ryley? Got anything?
I don't know.
Bootsy is pretty classic.
Yeah.
You can play with Cheyenne's name too, like Simo. You want to see Samo because their last name's like
Simo.
Oh,
Simo.
Simo.
Samo. Like
Yeah. Oh yeah, that would be and then that would be her move, and then she'd take her shirt off, and she's got the bikini top on.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So there we
And
go.
just if anyone was curious, I had to use the bathroom after Cheyenne. She did, in fact, take her shit.
I second that.
Yeah. Listen.
So this is what you get when you pay the $5. You get all the hot goss.
All the hot goss. Yeah, we've been doing well, I think, as a...
Things are we're trending upwards. We usually get more subscribers every day and a decent amount of views, and I think
like the BoobTube Instagram is connected to like my phone, so I'll like get like notifications, and then I'll see like notification of like people who will actually from our ads, which I like, because I spend time on them. And Josh has also spent time on them. Cheyenne's also spent time on them, and I have no privy to the P&A ones, so.
Oh, they're doing well. I just find people tend to either not watch the clip and assume they know what it's about. So you get people from the far right and the far left both attacking us.
Yeah.
But they're talking about disparate things. So I'm like, no, just listen to the episode.
Yeah, listen to the episode.
Please listen.
We've had a couple of issues like on YouTube where I've been like, and we delete this racially motivated comment. Like,
yeah.
So I've noticed that YouTube just gets to some of them before I even do. YouTube's like, no, this is not for Josh's soft young eyes.
I keep goading people to send us hate mail.
I think they should. Any interaction's good.
It's just like, it's just a funny thing that I say.
Just remember that we share that email, and I'm a delicate flower.
Yeah. So I'm not. I mean, I am, and then I'm not. I'm like a dandelion growing from a fucking sidewalk,
emerging out of the concrete.
Yeah, like I'm delicate, but I can take some things.
Like
with,
Wentworth
a hard
Miller
skin.
said, you persist.
Yeah, I persist. I'm too soft for the army, but I'm hard enough for some hate mail.
I'm so glad you didn't join the army.
Listen, it was getting pretty bleak there before you guys started this company. I was like, we had this company event that we all went to, and I had a little bit too much to drink and I didn't eat. And then I was like, oh, I'll have a couple of seltzers. And those seltzers hit me hard.
Oh, yeah. Liv, who might be our next guest, I was talking to her last night about being on the show. And I was like, well, Cheyenne and Gabby's easy to get along with. And she was like, oh, no, I talked to Gabby at Spark Creativity. She was like, basically, it was like, I think it was around when they were all trying to tear down.
Yeah.
And she was like, you kind of cornered her and everyone else bailed on her. And she was like, she sort of just talked at me for 20 straight minutes.
Yeah, that's what happens. It's, it's not one of my finest moments. But I'm so glad that I still have a job, so.
Oh, yeah, no.
Yeah.
Diana's message about her poop.
Yeah, there's a really long apology text about her poop.
Yeah, I want to say sorry in advance for my performance in the second half. I'm starting to get anxiety that I needed to poop because I hate pooping anywhere other than home. Lol. And then I really needed to poop, and my anxiety was really, really high. So I was trying not to have an anxiety attack. Lol.
Yeah. Let her know that all of this is on the $5 Patreon tier. Everyone gets our feet. They get Cheyenne shit stories.
Yeah.
All the kinks.
We
don't kink shame here.
I do. Kink shame. I do. There's certain things that should not be seen or done in God's light.
God's light. Like, yeah. Oh my God. Trying to sit over there and you guys talking about the sex soup. I had so many things I wanted to jump in and say, but I was like trying to just know my place. Oh, just like talking about like getting a ladle full of that, like getting a real sommelier of it. Like giving it the old taste-a-roo. Some
good fucking food.
There's some extra yeast in this right now.
Oh yeah, no. Oh yeah, especially where those girls were taking their
underwear
off.
Listen.
Yeah, get some discharge in there. Oh, that's where the chunks were coming in.
Shut the fuck up.
But then get a little yeasty, and then they come back the next morning and they left it on. It's just like turning. It's just like a bread is rising out of
my
that.
brother in Christ, my stomach can't do this.
All right, well, I got it all out. That was what I was thinking.
There we go.
Over there.
Every time I'm like, yeah. Like, I sometimes thinking like, oh, I can joke whatever the fuck I want to do, but then I think of like, oh, our poor intern who has to do a intern presentation. On everything.
Yeah, I think you do it. You do it for the first years, right? You do
do it for the first years.
So for the first years, you'll be doing an intern presentation about what you had to do and what you experienced.
Oh, no.
Honestly,
you're gonna get like pulled aside by Aaron and them. I'm like, do you need to like talk to somebody about?
Yeah. Do you need help? Like, because we've got resources here at the school for help. It's yeah. Yeah.
Just to bring it back to Jersey Shore for a second. So, like, even though I wasn't on this episode where I'm like the producer, I still like to at least watch a little bit of whatever we're doing. So I like have some context.
Yeah, I did the same thing.
I watched the first episode of Jersey Shore yesterday, and it felt like watching an action movie on speed. Like, that is like it felt like I had taken too much of my ADHD medication and then tried to watch an action movie. I could not follow anything that was happening.
It's hard to follow. Like, it's just pure chaos.
Yeah.
Yeah, it drops you right in there.
I did really appreciate though, like from episode 1, every time you saw Snooki in a confessional, she was like so trashed.
I know.
Oh yeah, like obviously, like, like a really obvious drunk voice.
Yeah. Yeah, that's. Yeah, I mean, I've watched Jersey Shore a couple times before, like I said, but I was in that emo phase, and it was cool to rip on everything that seemed normie.
I'm just watching this to get through. I just need to get through it, and then after this, Chris Angel Mind Freak is on.
I shit you not, I fucking devoured.
Not surprised.
I devoured it. What the fuck, Dylan?
You got a little window hanging out there too. Not sure if that shows up on the recording or not.
No, I don't.
Okay, hopefully.
If it does,
Crop.
Yeah.
yeah. Get rid of that window, bud.
It's okay. You can crop my face out to get rid of the window. We'll survive.
Nah. We good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I guess.
What are you talking about?
Just the window in the corner.
There's a window.
Oh no, that would just be me.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, then that's fine.
Just hanging, yeah.
Oh, okay, good.
It's just
I was like, people are paying for this.
Yeah, I
people
was
are
about
paying
to
for
say.
this crap.
That was just the window snapping
Yeah.
over.
Woo. Yeah.
Oh man, I don't know. Is there any? I mean, I don't know if I watched that one episode with you, and then I threw on I was like, fuck it, let's just jump to like season 4, and then I was like, yeah, what the fuck? What the fuck is happening?
I appreciate that you dressed for the Jersey Shore episode. Like, you're dressed for Pride Month. You're dressed for New Jersey.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got my Spoochy Boochies
Yeah.
shirt on. But then, I mean, when am I not wearing this Hawaiian shirt? I gotta look up this company and get more of these shirts. My Hawaiian shirt.
Wearing the
my
cutoff.
Ace Ventura era.
Yep. Ace Ventura
I've
core.
got my suffragist shirt on. Seemed appropriate given the political climate.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't even get me fucking started. Yeah. I've been like, okay, we're gonna cop fits. I'm wearing a Cheeky Neighbor hat, which I want. So we were eating at Cheeky Neighbor, and I saw this corduroy hat, and I was like, sick, it's cool. And then the owner was like, oh yeah, it's like $30. And I was like, $30 for a fucking hat?
That's crazy.
And then he was like, okay, 25. And I was like, oh, but I was still like, that. I'd be like, oh no, I'll still pay $30. He's like, no, just take it for 25.
I like how he's like insisted on making you feel guilty about it now. He's like, every time that bitch wears that fucking hat, she's gonna fucking hate it. Think about what she did to me. Think about how she ruined my business. She's taking the food out of my children's mouths.
The $5 out of my children's mouth.
He's got a very small child and only needs $5 to eat.
Yeah.
I paid $45 for a hat plus shipping because it was corduroy and it said feral woman on it.
Nice.
Fair.
Nice.
Yeah.
No, I'm wearing that hat. I had my sunglasses on for the first half of the Jersey Shore episode, but I couldn't see.
Yeah, I can see from when we just watching the monitor that when you turn the brightness up on the computer, it's just full your computer monitor reflected in the sunglasses the whole time.
So I was like, oh,
it's like the movie Hackers, just the monitor projected into your fucking face.
Yeah, I was like, oh god, I can't continue wearing this. And then I have my white Newports t-shirt on underneath, but then I saw my body and I was like, oh, nothing wrong with my body, but some
days you're just more willing to show it than others.
Yeah.
That happens.
Yeah, and I showed it a little. I wore a little tighter shirt on, what was it, our Swan episode, and then I was like, I need like a 6-month buffer.
That outfit though was.
Oh, I'm glad that people liked it.
Like, I loved that. That whole look you had that whole episode was fantastic.
Yeah. The only thing I can really tell on is my teeth being really stained from the coffee. It's like chugged like 3 cups.
I am with you there. It's the pale skin.
Pale skin. Yeah. You just really realize it and you're like, fuck.
What was Cheyenne's shirt looked like something from something.
Oh yeah, that was my shirt. She was wearing a sweatshirt and she got too hot, so I gave her my pajama shirt, and it's a Gilmore Girls reference, and it's Al's Pancake World.
Okay, yeah. I thought it might be, and that's why I was looking at it. I was like, does Cheyenne watch Gilmore Girls? So I was like, she doesn't seem like she does. Honestly. I feel like we've talked about it, like, while she's here, and nothing has come out of her mouth.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I cannot watch Gilmore Girls. Yeah. Because I would fucking hate Rory so fucking much. I would want to clock her in the goddamn face. She's so whiny and so annoying. And I've seen clips of her just being like, "Oh, I'm not the other woman. His wife is the other woman."
You're spoiling.
Yeah, I'm
Josh.
only on season 3. I'm only on season 3.
sorry.
Don't tell me anything.
It's like
because I don't find her whiny during what I've watched. I did find that she's
there is a turn after she graduates high school.
I did find that like she was doing shit that I was like, stop doing that, Rory. Just like break up with him. Like don't do these things you're doing. But she was like, it's supposed to be a teenager who's doing stupid shit. So I was like, okay, I can kind of forgive this. But no. Yeah. I haven't gotten to a point that's like truly the meme worthy, like fuck this bitch. So we'll see.
We'll see.
I grew up with so many Rorys that to me it's just sort of like it just feels familiar. Like I still like, you know, I'm so frustrated with some of her behavior, but like I also like am so familiar with it.
Yeah, because you also went to University of King's College.
Yeah, I went to King's and I went to prep school before that. So like I had my experience was not like Rory's experience, but like there was certainly like that was surrounding me.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I went to King's. Josh also, Josh also, Joss Whedon also went to King's. Josh.
We get sued for defamation by Joss Whedon.
Okay. Yeah. Good luck.
Yeah, Josh, he also went to King's.
Briefly, yeah. I didn't stay, but I did go for a bit.
Yeah.
Who told me a story about someone pissing in camera class?
Me.
Okay.
That was NASCAD.
That was NASCAD. Okay, because I was going to say you also went to NASCAD, right?
Yeah, that was in my black and white photography class. And intro to black and white photography, and there was an absolute pretentious fuckhole in that class who was like all about the concept and was like trying to do like experimental stuff and was like that kind of there was a cohort in my year that made me leave the photo department. By the way, I left being a photo student. Who like had already done like photo like at like something like NSCC or in high school, and then sort of almost felt like learning the technical stuff was beneath them by the time they got to NASCAD. So one thing came in one day and like in class like publicly announced it was like, yeah, I'm doing a lot of experimental stuff right now. Like, you know, like when I was like developing this role, I peed in the developer, and I'm like, okay, so you peed in like the film canisters we all share, like we share those.
Fucking gnarly.
My rage would not be contained.
Yeah. Get a film canister, piss in it, throw it in his face.
We all had a cry in the dark room, but our tears don't go in the canister.
No. Yeah. God, I've cried so many times in school.
The dark room's the place
NSCC
to cry.
or at King's?
Both.
I guess school in general, yeah.
Damn, there's so many times I'd be crying in the newsroom. Oh, but also, there's so many times where I nap in the control room in the base. So, at NSCC, for our boomers who are like not from Nova Scotia or haven't been to NSCC or anything like that, we have, for TV, we have 2 control rooms. The upstairs control room is usually for like later in the first year and second year is where we do like a mock like news series. But then downstairs is where we have like we learn about everything that comes with TV, like cameras, switching, audio, which we all fucking sucked at audio. I'm not gonna lie. We need like radio students like Ryley to help us with audio. And it was just like us like learning that. But so we have a control room in the basement where we learn. There's so many times like I turn off the lights and I just sit there. It'd be dark. And I would just sit there and just hear the hum of like the control panels and like the soft lights, and I was like, I need a moment. Oh my god! And my instructor's seen me cry so many times. I've openly wept in front of him.
Oh yeah, that's any sort of art school, because like even though you were like doing more technical stuff, it's an arts program, it's a creative program, and that's the same. Like I cried less once I switched into textiles, but like it's still emotional, it's still stressful. Like,
Oh my god!
And that's just creative people.
Yeah,
we get high emotion about our work.
I got so high strung. I needed to tell myself to fucking relax. Like, I needed to take a goddamn chill pill.
Yeah, it is. It's second year stressful. Yeah, look out, Ryley. It's coming for you.
Look out. Yeah, especially when especially when you're like doing like 1 day turnarounds and you're like, I couldn't be a journalist. My hair would be coming out in fucking clumps.
Oh yeah, no. I when I did my internship at Global doing like behind the scenes stuff, like production side stuff, and I talked to them about the guy there, Ken, about how I'd like at one point wanted to be a journalist and then was like, oh no, I'll have a heart attack.
Yeah.
And he was like, take a look around. Do you see any old journalists here? He was like, you're right, you would have.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely would have had A, heart attack, and B, like, no hair left.
Yeah.
My God, I keep looking at myself on the monitor, like in a Zoom call when you just like are checking yourself out, like
yeah.
Look at the other person, you watch yourself during the Zoom call.
Yeah,
I keep looking at myself.
Yeah, just turn to me, just be like.
Yeah, I have that problem. And I also have the problem where I'm trying to look at the camera and I just automatically look at the monitor instead.
Yeah, I know.
Right? It's not like Zoom.
Yeah.
There's a camera somewhere else.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I think we've probably.
25.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I think we're good. People can pay $5 for that. They can hear about poop and pee and all the bodily functions, apparently.
Yeah. All right.
No.
Pee myself.
Ugh.
This has been a Haunted Mouse production. Cut that out.